Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Wednesday, October 3rd, 2018. All right, so today a very simple day in the astrology. We have the moon changing sign going from Gemini into Cancer. So likely the theme shifting at some point today, maybe the middle part, having to do with more of the mental stuff of Gemini, which has been a time of maybe communication, learning about things, using our practical mind on matters. And that's going to be shifting into more of what you might call the soul or emotional aspects of things. So from mind to body, you could see it as. So in the later part of the day, really good for this, connecting to our feelings, the past, our reflective energy, and just connecting to the things that are important to us on that level. So with that shift, we are easing up off of Mercury squaring up to Pluto, so there could be less of a deeper mind if you felt that yesterday, and so that could be lowering a bit, but still great to be implementing this intense deeper mind. So still great part of the week for research, channeling that into constructive ways, communicating things that are perhaps deep or need to be said. Things like this, excellent today. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Wednesday. Again, we are using what's called true sidereal astrology, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. So if you are new to the channel, definitely check out that link down below, especially if you do notice that some of the signs I'm saying are different from mainstream astrology. All right, so the moon changing sign going from Gemini into Cancer here about the middle part of the day for most of us. And so there is this shift from the air energy of Gemini, so still the early part, great for this stuff. Again, using our mind, learning, really just treating life as an area to learn, be flexible, adaptive, right? This type of stuff is excellent at this time, communication. And then as the day unfolds, getting into more of the soul level aspects of things. We'll likely notice that theme shifting, or maybe we're just a little bit more reflective, maybe, geared towards the past, maybe more matters pertaining to privacy, connecting to our home life, wanting emotional security, things of this nature, really good. Essentially to connect to our soul and to connect to the things that are important to us on that intrinsic level. All right, so that's the theme shift of the day. Let's go and do a quick recap because as you can see here, no major aspects going exact. So looking at the sun and Mercury still passing through Virgo. So while there's that sort of theme shift from air into water, there is this still focus on the earth energy of life. Particularly Virgo is about seeing how things can be improved. So collectively we have this sort of focus, this detail-oriented, analytical focus and perspective on things, which can be great for channeling that into things like personal growth, our work, our day-to-day routine, things of this nature. Now Venus is finishing up Virgo, slowly making her way into Libra this week. So when it comes to relationships and how we're relating, easing up off of more of that earth energy of, again, that sort of detail-oriented aspect in relationships or striving towards improvement, that kind of thing in relationships, easing up out of there, which is more comfortable for Venus to go into her natural ruled sign of Libra. So do give it time, but noticing this week maybe a shift of enjoying a bit of connections when it is about reciprocity, right? Enjoying a bit of give and take, relating with others, seeing others' points of view, connecting in ways that are shared values regarding what's right, morality, justice, things like this, really good. With the shift, still early, but there is that shift of energy there. And Mars now starting to gain his momentum in Capricorn. Really good to be taking action in ways that is about seeing the long term. How can we see the long-term potentials, take things slowly and steadily? Things do take time when it comes to the things we want. And so this is what this sort of combination is showing us. Mars is actually comfortable in Capricorn, very strong here. So collectively, just really good to be pursuing things, getting some momentum with that, again, grounded long-term perspective. All right, so let's take a look at some of these minor aspects today with the moon. Most importantly, Mercury is actually going to be easing up off of the square to Pluto today. So if you did feel yesterday a bit of a really intense mind, or it could be obsessed mind, really focused, that's easing up, but it's great to be integrating it. So it becomes easier to integrate it after the exact contact. So in this case, channeling it into maybe research, deep diving, using that mind in constructive ways, right? And also with communication as well, right? There could be a bit of that sort of deeper perspective and wanting the truth and expressing it or communicating it. So anything we can do to challenge ourselves with that, do that consciously, set intentions with that, really excellent with this square to Pluto. And I would say also with your routine as well. You know, if there's anything in your routine that maybe you want to make some changes with, again, all this Virgo energy about personal development, improvement, things that can be fixed in our life, really good way of working with it as well. All right, but that's going to be easing up if you did feel more of that, intensity or deeper stuff, deeper thinking as the day unfolds. In the early part of the day, we do have a minor trine up to Jupiter with the moon. So maybe starting the day, maybe feeling a little inspired, maybe a little adventurous. So that could be supportive. And then the later part of the day, the moon is going to be squaring up to Uranus. So collectively, again, this is cyclical. This actually happens twice a month. And so this is maybe a bit of uneasiness emotionally, maybe wanting to make some changes, wanting to break free in some way. So being conscious of that and implementing changes in ways that are constructive and with that conscious awareness is great if you are feeling that. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. I would say most importantly, Mercury easing up off of this square to Pluto, less of that deeper, intense perspective, mind, maybe communication, and the theme shifting today from the air qualities of Gemini, which still makes it a great first part of the day for learning and getting into this practical side of ourselves, shifting into the emotional or water energy, connecting to our soul, our inner guidance, and our reflective nature. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast.